Hi there and welcome to our video on microscopy. In our previous videos, we've seen that to have a look at the organelles in cells, we need to use a microscope. In this video, we will be having a closer look at light microscopes and electron microscopes and some key facts you need to know for your GCSE exams. So let's get started. Over here is an image of a light microscope. You should all know the labels for the light microscope and what they do, but something that I will point out is the light microscope. There's the light microscope and we need to know where the light comes from and how it affects your magnification. Over here we have the mirror. The light reflects off the mirror and it gives you the magnification for the microscope, so you can have a detailed look at the cell. So here are some tips you need to know when using a microscope. So before you put down any substance onto the slide, put a drop of water to clean it. This is important because you don't want any microorganisms interacting while you're looking through the eyepiece lens. Secondly, you need to use iodine to stain the tissue you cut out, just so you can see the cells better. So you need a clear image of what's happening inside the cell, and you need it to be stained so you can see it more clearly. It has color, so that's one of the things with light microscopes. You can see it with color, and that makes it more clear for you to see. In electron microscopes, you see black and white. So it's important that you start the magnification with the lower powered objective lens. And if you need a higher magnification, then use the higher powered objective lens. This just helps you when you're looking at the cells in the tissue. So magnification. This is the amount of an image that has been enlarged for it to be viewed through a microscope. The magnification can happen through the eyepiece lens and the objective lens. So this is an important definition and it often comes up in exams. So it's important that you learn this definition. So magnification has a formula, and the formula is over here. This formula you're more likely to be given in exams, but it's better if you know it. So the total magnification is the eyepiece lens multiplied by the objective lens. So to calculate the magnification, you need to use the formula magnification equals image size divided by actual size. This is another equation that you're going to be given in an exam, but like I said, it's better if you know it. So there's loads of equations involved in magnification. So in my next video, I'm going to go through some exam questions which will help you with magnification and microscopy. And one of the most important things you need to know is you need to make sure the units of measurement are the same. And this is a vital thing, and this is how people lose marks in questions with microscopy, because they always forget the units. So resolution, this is the finest detail that can be seen on an image, the smallest distance between 2 points before they can be seen as one. So this is just like a zoomed in from one point to another image. That's simply what resolution is. So the light microscope, this bends the light using a series of lenses so small objects like cells can be seen. Some of the advantages are that it can magnify objects up to 100 times, so it gives you a fairly large magnification. Another advantage is it is small, you can carry it, and it is cheap and easy to use. And unlike the electron microscope, it can view in natural color. All that means is you can see in color with a light microscope. Like I said before, if you put a stain of iodine onto the tissue, you can see it with color, and that makes it easier for you to see. So the electron microscope uses a beam of electrons to magnify objects, and it has a much greater magnification because of the wavelength of the electrons. A higher amplitude means a lower resolution, and a lower amplitude means a higher resolution. So there are two types of electron microscopes. one of them being the transmission microscope and the other one being the scanning microscope. The transmission microscope has a higher magnification. So one of the advantages is that it has a higher magnification and resolution than a light microscope, but there are many disadvantages. The first is that the specimen must be dead. Unlike the light microscope, it will give you a black and white image of the object on the specimen. So because it uses a beam of electrons, the specimen has to be dead. It can't be alive. So another disadvantage is it is really big, it's not portable, and it's very expensive. So these are some points you need to memorize, because on electron microscopes and light microscopes, the differences and similarities are one of the key questions that will come up. So this is a table that is really helpful, and it's better if you memorize 3 or 4 points from this table. So the differences between light microscope and electron microscopes are the following. I'm not going to read them all out. You can pause the video now and have a look at them. It's best to memorize 3 or 4 of these, because as I said, it's a really common question in exams. So that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and one last thing, please subscribe and hit the like button.